Hey guys, how's it going? It's Target here. Welcome back to another episode of Chicago Blackhawks Be a GM. Alright, so I left you guys off with, oops, sorry, bumping my mic again. The trade deadline fast approaching. We're about a month away. We're currently 22-19-7. And let's take a look here at the standings. We're currently sitting in, where are we? 6th place, but we're only 2 points out of a playoff, actually 1 point out of a playoff spot, so it's very close. Now, I asked you guys what we should do about Duncan Keith. A lot of people said get rid of Brendan Gallagher, and one of the two most popular, actually the most popular comment I think of all, or comments of all, were to do with Crawford and Gallagher. Those are the two most frequent. So, and like not everybody said the same thing. Everybody had different options. So we're gonna take a look and explore what we can do here. So what I'm gonna do is, since Gallagher and Crawford are two guys that we'd like to deal, let's see if we can package them for something. Okay. Crawford. Where's goalies? There we go. Crawford. Let's see if anybody wants both. Alright, Calgary would take both. Now, they don't have any goalies to offer us. Not even anybody with any potential, so they're not an option for us. Carolina, now they have Cam Ward. He's 89 overall. He's 32 years old, though, and he makes over $7 million, but he would be the answer to our problems short term. If we threw Cam Ward on there, like, the value's not even close. We'd have to give up something huge for him. But let's explore this possibility. Let's see. We might be able to throw a big combination in here. Let's see. We'd be looking for a player to upgrade our second line. Semin, but he makes so much money. There's no way I could do it. Jeff Skinner. He's a 4.5 Yellow Star sniper. He never gets really that good. That's the problem with Jeff Skinner. He'd be a good option for the second line, though. Boychuk. Let's see. Zach Boychuk. He's a left wing, 84 overall. Not really that physical. He's okay with the passing. Pretty good shot, though. He's not a bad option, I suppose. But you know what? I'm looking for a natural right wing. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they have it. So out of Carolina. Who else? Dallas will take both. Now, they do have a good goalie. They have Lettinen. Oh, he's 86 overall. They've also got Edmonds. Edmonds is the 4 Green Star goalie. All right, and they've got Lettinen, who's older and worse. Or as bad. Florida, we know they don't have a goalie here. Yeah, not anymore. They got Ray Emery as their starting goalie, so they're in problems there. Minnesota, let's see. They've got Tokarski, and Tokarski's leading the league right now, and they want to get rid of him. We could make a deal for Tokarski, because he is leading the league at the moment. Let me just take a look here, see what this deal is. Why is he putting up so... He's played 28 games, 934 save percentage. This is his first NHL year. Let's take a look at his attributes. Why is he so good? Nothing's that great. He's okay. Okay, what if I threw Tokarski on there? Now, what about this Gwindon guy? He's 3.5 Green Stars. Yeah, I wouldn't waste my time on him. They've also got Brizgalov and Josh Harding. That's probably why they're doing so well. They're leading by committee. Now, they do want to get rid of Tokarski, so that does help us a little bit. I would say that Gallagher and Tokarski are very close in value. Now, if we were to get a right winger, we could actually upgrade because of this. No, we're not. Oh, who's this guy? Oh, hold on. Lewinen. No. Let's just look at all skaters. And we'll sort by overall. Jason Pominville, 34 years old. He's a little old for us. Charlie Coyle, 82 overall at this point, 24 years old. They've probably dropped him down to 4.5 red. No, he's still 4.5 yellow, but he's not quite up there yet. This would be definitely a downgrade for us at the moment. We could add Molson, but he's 33. I'm looking for somebody around 28, 29, 30, like a Bloom, but it doesn't look like they have it, so we're out of Minnesota. New Jersey will take both. Now, they got Connor McDavid and Aaron Ekblad. Who do they have for goalies? Probably, still Schneider. He's 85 overall, not something I'm looking at. Islanders, nobody there. Ottawa wants to deal. They've got Lehner and Anderson. Now, I've heard people suggest Robin Lehner because he is pretty good, but he doesn't look like he's actually got anything spectacular going on there. I mean, he's not going to get any higher than maybe 87 overall. Philadelphia, they've got Mason. Not something I'm looking to do. Pittsburgh, they've got Fleury. He's 84 overall. San Jose have Niemi, 84. St. Louis, Tampa, Toronto, Vancouver, Washington, and Winnipeg is the other one. And they've got Hutchinson. What's the deal with Hutchinson? He's 3.5 Green Stars, Michael Hutchinson, 85 overall. He's not bad. His value is pretty close. We could make a deal for Hutchinson. Okay, in terms of value, him and Crawford are almost bang on. Now, we'd have to find a player that's almost the same. I'm not exactly thrilled about this. Blake Wheeler. Is he a two? Do they come as a playmaker or power forward? Power forward in this game. I'm not against that. It definitely looks like that's all there is. There's Devin Setaguchi. I'm not looking for Setaguchi. I mean, Blake Wheeler falls into that category. But again, they don't want to get rid of either of these guys. So it'd be a problem for us in that. I mean, he's pretty good. He's got good offensive awareness, decent defensive awareness, good physically. He's good all-around power forward. Doesn't really bring anything spectacular to the table, but he's not bad either. We would have to give up something else to get this package. If we were to give up, say... If we were to throw... Who else do they want in here? Theo Peckham. If we were to throw Theo Peckham on there, and we could downgrade at defense slightly. We don't need that much, I suppose. We could pick up Trouba, I suppose. Or we could pick up Stewart. There's Stewart. He's not a bad option. Klitsom. I'm just looking at what we have here for options. Stewart. That's not a bad deal, I suppose. Because what do we have for defense at the moment? Sorry, I just got to take out my timer here. There we are. What do we have for defense? I got to take a look at that. Defense. Yeah, we'd be making quite the downgrade there to make this go through. It's an interesting prospect. It's a tough... we're in a tough place at the moment. Because Clendening's good, but he shouldn't be playing in the NHL, and I'd rather him be playing with, you know, Theo Peckham and Nicoletti than the other guys. I mean, I think that deal would probably go through. Maybe not quite. But either way, I don't want to get rid of Hutchinson. So, you know what? Because nobody wants both, we're going to have to take them off. Hold on. We'll do Crawford first. We'll see if we can't find a deal for Crawford, okay? So, Calgary, no, they didn't have any goalies. Carolina, yeah, they had Cam Ward. Dallas. There. Oh, yeah, we already looked at them. Detroit, Edmonton, Florida, we already looked at. LA, Minnesota, we looked at. New Jersey, we looked at. The Islanders, we did not look at. Oh, yeah, we did. Oh, no. Ottawa. We looked at Ottawa. We didn't look at Philly. That was one that they didn't want. Where's their goalies? All goalies. They've got Mason. All right, we did look at them. Phoenix, did we look at them? They've got Mike Smith, but he's old again. We've got problems here. We have to upgrade big time. Now, if we went to Montreal, let's say that. Okay, let's go to Montreal. They don't want Crawford, but that's because they have a starting goalie. If we went to Montreal and we took Carey Price off their hands, he's 29 years old, makes $5.9 million. All right. Now, in order to make this go through, I would have to throw on... Where is he? I would have to throw on... These are skaters matching their block. They don't want the guy I'm after here, Duncan Keith. They do not want Keith, which is incredible. But his value would definitely push this over the top. So, I mean, the two combined make a full player. So we could get that much in value for a defenseman back. Okay, so let's look what they have for defense. We couldn't ask for PK Subban and expect to stay in this. Mind you, PK would be a really good option for us. Josh George is 32 years old, 87 overall. Not what I'm looking to get rid of. They've got Rundblad, 85 overall, 26 years old. See, we could get Rundblad back with this deal, and he could play that top line on the offensive defenseman side. He's not a great player. He's okay, but, you know, he's not as good as, obviously, our boy Keith is. But he'd be all right. Beaulieu, who's got the highest potential as a defense? Looks like Beaulieu and Rundblad are the two highest without going to PK Subban. If we went to PK Subban, this is just, you know, we'd have to find somebody else with that kind of value. I mean, we'd be talking giving up Patrick Kane. Wow, this could be like a blockbuster deal, you know, if we made this go through. Patrick Kane, and we'd have to get back somebody that can score on their end. Like Alex Galchenyuk might be a good option for us, another playmaker. Good passing. Like, if you threw Alex Galchenyuk on there, that might go through. But Patrick Kane still does not make up the value of these two. So that probably wouldn't go. So we'll take Patrick Kane off. Take Galchenyuk off. We'll take PK Subban off. If we want to get Carey Price, which we could in this sense, we deal Crawford. Now, do they want Gallagher? They do want Brendan Gallagher, okay. So we could throw Gallagher in there. And we could ask for Rundblad back. Alright. I think that we're pretty close in value here. Yeah, we're probably pretty close. And then we could ask for... We would need a right wing. solid right wing. Max Pacioretty would be a nice addition to that side, but not really looking to add a power forward. They really didn't do that well. Fournier. What's the deal with Fournier? 3.5 yellow star power forward. Good wrist shot power and slap shot power. Just not the best passer in the world. What's his scoring like? Not much. Not much in the way of scoring for him. Pierre-Marc Bouchard. Yeah, there's not much going on here in terms of right wing. So I'd probably take Gallagher off then. And Duncan Keith and Corey Crawford for Price and Rundblad. What do you guys think about that deal? I know people are probably going a little crazy right now. But both of these guys together equal 1 bar, and both of these guys together equal 1 bar as well. Actually, the funny thing is about this deal, I'd probably have to give up a little bit more. Now, so if we did this trade, our defense would look like this. Let me show you. All right. Our defense would look like Seth Jones and probably David Rundblad, Hjalmarsson and Leddy, Peckham and Clendening. So we're going to drop quite a bit in overall for our defense. What's Rundblad's defensive awareness? 87. We're losing a big defensive awareness player, I mean, because, yeah, Keith has what, 93? Yeah, 93 defensive awareness. He's one of the better killers that we have. And Rundblad, how old is he? Is he 25 now? 26. So he's pretty much maxed out. He's probably going to get to 87. He's a good second pairing option. We probably play him on the top line just for a boost. I'd like to find another, like, if we get rid of Keith and we don't pick up a nice solid defender in the process, we're going to end up in a tough spot. I'm going to come back to this trade. I'm going to keep in mind Crawford and Keith for Price and Rundblad, okay? All right. How do I... Okay, here we go. Let's switch this. Let's remove Crawford and Keith. Well, who else has good defense? Minnesota has Ryan Suter, 32 years old, 92 overall. Defensive defenseman. Nah, he's not the best. Some people wanted Shea Weber, but no. Okay, I might actually make that trade with Montreal. We'll see how things go. Take Crawford off. Let's just go to skaters. Okay. The other one I want to go to is Dallas. I had a recommendation from people on how to get what to do with Gallagher. And one of the suggestions that was made was Chasen. Here, Alex Chasen. He's a physical player. He's considered a second-line forward. He's 84 overall, power forward. He's got a pretty good shot, good passing and puck control, and he's very physical. Defensively, not that great in terms of awareness. Gallagher, a little bit better. And you know what? The offensive category is better on our boy here. Yeah, if you look at passing and puck control and everything, Chasen's actually a higher skilled player on all those categories. So he would be a nice pickup for us. The only thing that we lose on that is acceleration and agility, but I don't know how much that actually plays into account when you're doing this. Now let me just see here. Some people think that we should tank. I don't believe in that. Some people say go for Doughty. Well, if we went to... Okay, let's go to LA. We know LA's got a lot of players. They would take Gallagher. Now, if we threw Doughty on there, Brendan Gallagher, okay, now we would want a good right wing. Gaborik, no, and people said don't go with Dustin Brown. Toffoli, he's a sniper, 83 overall, not that great, but 4 green stars, he could get much better. I don't know, I mean, he's put up 29 points this year, that's not too shabby. Pearson, that's pretty much it. They don't even have any left wingers here. It's all right wings and centers. All right wings and centers. I would probably ask, well, Gaborik would be a nice pickup, but he's so old already. He's 34 years old to be just grabbing another player we're not going to use. You know what? I don't think that we should trade Doughty for Keith. I mean, the trade would probably almost go through. We'd have to give up something a little bit extra, and I'm not willing to do that. So, guys, I think that we are going to do the Montreal trade. We're going to pick up Carey Price. All right. I mean, I didn't get much recommendation for Carey Price, but the goaltending is an issue. If we pick up Carey Price, we might actually be able to make a push for the playoffs. So let's throw Crawford and Keith. Let's throw Price on there. And, wow, Fucali's 81 overall. That's crazy. 4 green stars. That guy jumped up quick. Wait, there's also that goalie. What the hell is it? Vancouver? I think Vancouver's got the goalie. Hold on. Before we explore everything. Not Billia. Well, that's one of them. Where's that goalie? Cotton in Anaheim. Daniel Cotton, 5 yellow stars. He's unbelievable. Look at his glove low. 99 overall in the glove low category. So maybe we'll make a look at Cotton. All right, Cotton for Keith and Crawford. All right. That's actually might be able to do better. And then what do they have for defense that we might be able to pick up? Defense. They've got Cam Fowler, 86 overall, 25 years old, offensive defenseman. Decent passing, puck control, defensive awareness. He's very comparable to Rundblad. And you know what? Then we end up with a goalie that's going to carry us into the future. Cam Fowler could play top-line minutes. You know, he's 86 overall. He's not 85. Rundblad is pretty much maxed out. He's 26, so he's a year older. And there's also Spiza. Now, they also have that other guy, Lindholm, Hampus Lindholm, but he's only 80 years old, 80 overall, 23 years old, 80 overall at the moment. Hampus Lindholm is a good player, but he's not what we want. So, actually, I like this trade a little bit better, to be honest, because long term, it means we've got a goalie locked down. So, let's throw Cam Fowler on there for Keith. That's pretty much Keith, right? They're pretty close. We'd have to give up maybe a pick. They don't want a first. Now, what about prospects? All right, what do you want for prospects? They don't want anybody. They want all proven hockey players. So, I would give up, on this deal, I would give up Peckham. If they could give me back a defenseman that's in and around that overall, like Lindholm. But they're pretty much the same. Palmier, or Regier, 80, no, too old. And then we're really dropping Kuma, 27 years old. Kuma we could probably pick up. Defensive awareness is terrible. Discipline's not great. Tyler Kuma. I mean, I could pick up a guy like that in free agency. What's the relationship? We have good rep with them. What if I did get Hampus Lindholm as well? 80 overall, 4.5 yellow stars. He's going to get better. For Theo Peckham, who makes $3.915 million. Very good defensively. Good physical force. But if... What's Lindholm's defense... Or Fowler's defensive awareness is 86. What's Hampus Lindholm's defensive awareness? 87. Not bad for actually an offensive defenseman. Pretty good. So what if we gave up Keith, Crawford, and Peckham for Cotton, Fowler, and Lindholm? I still feel like we're not quite there in terms of... yeah, we're not quite there in terms of value. They don't want any of our other goalies, do they? No, they don't want Crawford. They don't want Campbell. All right, let's try it. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to give it a shot. Keith, Crawford, Peckham for Cotton, Fowler, and Lindholm. So we're going to lose. We're going to downgrade a little bit defensively. And we're going to upgrade in goaltending big time. I mean, not Cam Fowler. Cotton is considered an elite goalie now, 88 overall, and he's going to only get better. This guy's going to be like 95 overall by the time everything's said and done. It looks like all the important categories are high. The only thing that's low is his puck control category, which is fine. That's not a big deal. It'll get better over time. It's the reflexes and the athleticism that are actually really good. So let's see what happens here, guys. Actually, I want to take a look at his stats really quick. Hold on. I always like to check it out. He's had 10 wins, 30 losses. He's putting up a 9.14, 2 shutouts, but he's not getting starting minutes from the sounds of it. I don't know why. I don't see why he is. 24 games played. I don't know why he's having such a hard time, but I feel like Daniel Cotton will be an upgrade for us, especially in the future. All right, will it go through? No. The Anaheim Ducks are totally unwilling to part ways with what you've requested from us, so unless you're giving us something spectacular, don't waste our time. Please consult our trade block. The value is too far off, so I'm gonna take Lindholm off. Okay, I'm gonna take Lindholm off. Okay, Hampus Lindholm, and we'll leave Theo Peckham on, and I'll downgrade to that guy. I know he's not great, but where is he? Not Fistrick, Kuma. There, that should make it go through. Theo Peckham will push it over, and then Kuma. We could. Let me take a look here. These two guys meet 1 bar. These two guys meet 1 bar, right? Yeah, roughly. That's pretty close. And then Kuma and Peckham outweighs him big time. We might actually be able to ask for a pick. No, not the first, but we can definitely ask for a second. We might even be able to ask for a third. All right, let's see if this will go through. If it doesn't go through, we're going to take off the third. Will it go through? No. You've met our block needs well enough, but the value on the table is just too far off. So we'll take the third off. What's our relationship? Neutral. Let's see if this goes through. Nope. You've done a good job, but the value isn't sufficient at all. So let's take the second off. And let's just leave it like that, I guess. Theo Peckham for Kuma. This is an upgrade for the future, guys. I know some of you may not be too happy with the deal, but I feel like it may be the best for our future. Will it go through? Wow, it just will not go through. We'd actually probably have to throw in a pick. What would you guys want? You want a third-round pick? All right, I'll throw in a third-round pick. Now that should go through. That is the most I will offer here before I cut this video off. Will this go? Oh my goodness. You need to sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, it's considered poor now, our relationship with them. Let's throw on, we've got 2/3 for next year. Let's throw on ours, because we'll be finishing higher. All right, so 2/3, and this is it. Oh my goodness. Value is a bit low. All right, I'm going to have to cut it off there, guys, because that's a 20-minute video of just me trying to make those trades. We might have to go explore options in Montreal then, and make that deal go through there. So, it is what it is, I guess. I'll leave it at that. Until next time, I'm Target Audience, and I'll catch you guys out on the ice.